because there was a time when US was down. Now they have picked up luckily, but there was a time when they were down. And in a way, for us, it was kind of stagnant because we have possibly reached out to maximum businesses in the US in the niche we were working in. So now, and we were majorly relying on cold emailing to generate leads. Even with the changes in Google's policies and everything, cold emailing kind of dropped. In fact.
Welcome to another case study of I6. In this case study, we have Kshitij, who is agency owner, and he helps doctor, hospital, dentist, and he helps them grow their business. He is able to achieve 3 lakhs in just 4 weeks. Let's understand their journey, their success mantra, and how they were able to achieve all this in just few weeks so that you can replicate the system. So hi Kshitij, congratulations, and it is really nice to have you here with us. Would like to know exactly your story so far. Would like to know from you and about your background. So over to you.
Hey Pragya, good to be connected again. So it's been a very good journey with i6. And when we started, like you're gambling something, you don't know whether it's going to work or not. But the kind of, image and, the portfolio Himanshu has, I was almost confident that it is going to work and something that I did, dearly needed because I've been already running an agency and we were doing pretty well, not very bad. But there was a phase where, we were working in international market and that market was kind of saturated because we were dealing in only one niche. Then after that, we thought, okay, now India is, future and we want to get into Indian market. But over the last 15 years, I've always worked with international clients. So I had no idea about how to work in Indian market, how to get clients and all those sort of things. So that was a challenge. And at that point of time, when I saw Himanshu's videos and he mentioned about creating funnels to get clients and everything, and I thought, okay, we can do it. Being the marketer, we know how to create funnels, but how exactly to execute it without failing? Because I was looking for a solution that's fast. I could have done trial and error. I could have learned, but that would have taken time. So the time was the most important thing for me. So when we started, it looked like, okay, it's going to work. And I'm happy to say that it worked out well as I thought and it delivered results very fast.
That's a good journey, and would like to know why did you pick only digital marketing and agency work for yourself? Like, what was the story behind that?
So I earlier worked in Pune for almost 8, 9 years as a digital marketer. So I started my career as a digital marketer.
Oh, nice.
So I came back to my hometown, which is in Jabalpur, and so I just thought let's set up an agency here. And first question was obviously being from a small town, how do we skill here? That was everybody's question. But I thought it's worth trying, worth doing because that is something I know to do. I have experience in doing things and kind of I believe in it. I love it. So there was no other option for me other than starting an agency.
That's nice. So, what was your life before joined UICE? Like before you joined ICE, how was it for you? You told me that you were getting US people, like foreign people, you were working with them, but then the time came when the work was little sluggish. So, what was that time period, and how was your life at that moment?
So it was kind of a diet, to be honest, because in 22 and can say till October 23, we did really well. But in October 23, we had a drop, and in a way, we were not able to figure out where the problem is because there was no problem in us. In terms of that, we are losing clients because of complaints. There were nothing of that sort. No, operations were working pretty well. We were delivering things. Everything was going fine. So there was no reason to actually see a downfall. And then I realized, there might be few things related to market because there was a time when US was down. Now they have picked up luckily, but there was a time when they were down. And in a way, for us, it was kind of stagnant because we have possibly reached out to maximum businesses in the US in the niche we were working in. So now, and we were majorly relying on cold emailing to, generate leads. Even with the changes in Google's policies and everything, cold emailing kind of dropped in Feb 2024. So now the way we knew how to do sales, that was not going to work now. So, in a way, we were like wondering what to do now. So that was a tough time, to be honest. Not in terms of that we were, opting constantly, but we were not scaling. We were like kind of stuck. We don't know how to get out of it. So that's when Essex came in. I don't know, we'll have to do something. We cannot be reliant on one thing and believe that it is going to work after we have seen it's not working now. So that's when Essex came in, and that's when all the funnels and everything came.
Nice. So, how did you find out about Himanshu and Internet Coaching Empire? From where you got to know?
So I kept watching his ad on Instagram, but when actually I was prepared to join the course, the ads weren't. So I kept searching them where this guy is, where he did he went. So after that, I just messaged on Instagram that okay, I want to know more about your course. So I got a reply. So after that, it started. So it was like I kept seeing his ad. I did not take an action when the ads were not there. He used to run possibly a workshop of 299 or 249 something at
Yeah,
that point of
KGF.
time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. But when I was prepared to actually join that workshop, work was not there. So I thought, let's contact, the team and see, what they've got.
Oh, nice. But it's a very good workshop, and yes, it's a very eye-opener kind of thing. So now I would like to know, how did it feel when you were going through the change? Because when we met, I remember you came through someone else as a coach, and then we reached, and there were many changes which we suggested you at that moment. How did you feel when we suggested you those changes? What was your experience?
So yeah, I mean that's again a story because when I started, I thought doing well because see, I was in a mindset of doing international sales where the audience is knowledgeable, where I used to talk technical things on the call, right? And I thought it will work for India as well. And trust me, when I had my first high ticket call, I thought, oh my God, what I've done, it's not going to work. Okay, that was, and I was thinking, why I'm doing this? I was good at closing the sales on international market. Why need to get into Indian market where people doesn't even understand what I'm telling them? And they were like, oh, you're on your call. So, I had self-doubt after that. But after that, when I met you, you gave me, very specific points about the presentation I had. We made a lot of changes in that. We made changes in the offer. We made changes in the high ticket script also, that this is where we need to bank on. That I cannot be doing what I've been doing. So there were a couple of failures initially, but after that, now I used to tell my people earlier, closing sales is not a problem for me. I can do it, and I'm talking about the national market. But when I get into Indian market, I had a self doubt that I'm not as good as I am there in the international market. So now again, I'm telling my people, I'm telling my HR, you just focus on hiring, leave everything else to me. You are going to get at least 20 new clients next month.
That's good. That's good. Actually, in Indian market, we have a value system placed in a very different manner. So I always say the
Yes.
messaging, the audience awareness, your entry point, your easy entry point, you need to identify, because we all start our journey with a beginner's enthusiasm, and then in the mid we go, oh no, it's not happening, it's not for me, and then we start losing interest, and that's the moment you should never lose the interest, because that's the time. If it's not working for you, why it's not working for you should be your major concern and question. But I remember, and I am really happy that you have taken and implemented those suggestions. So that's the reason we are here at this moment and taking your case study. You remember, we were very sure that yes, you are gonna have your case study, and I'm really happy that we are happening that. Would like to know what tools and templates in the ICE course, the whole Internet Coaching Empire course, which was that moment? Oh, this is my aha moment. I really admire this template, or I really like this tool. What was that for you?
So, okay, before answer that question, I just wanted to add something you said as an eye opener. I would have easily dropped off at point when I started doing high ticket, calls where they did not work out, and I would have easily dropped out at that stage if I wouldn't have the right coach to guide me. If I would have done it myself, and I've done that in the past, and I'm saying this because I've done that in the past. I've tried a few things for a very short duration, and they haven't worked, and I've just stopped doing them. So yes, that is where, as you rightly said, that you should be dropping off. That you should be focusing on, why it's not working and how to get. That's my advice. But if you see failures, try to solve them rather than away from them. So coming back to your question about tools, I really like the ticket script, the way we talk about the current situation and desired situation. initially I wasn't really pointing out that really well. But then I realized when we make them realize, okay, this is your current situation and it is not going to change until and unless you take an action. So that's something I like. And along with that, obviously, there is funnel, Systemy as a, software that operates the funnel and automation. It has also worked very well because we are getting, so we had first step as an ebook and then second step as a high ticket call. So in a lot of instances, we are getting high ticket call immediately after ebook. So we are not actually needing to nurture a lot. And that's a very good thing, because if you can get high ticket calls booked right away without, putting in a lot of efforts, then possibly that's the best thing.
Yeah, but that add on to your credibility, because I remember your VSL is very nice. It's full of authority. It shows the people the trust they can have. See, everything, it's like what you see, you would like to buy. So you have placed and positioned your company in such a nice manner. When anybody sees that video, they know they are getting an expert who will help them navigate through their struggle easily. So that trust has to be built up when you're doing your VSL. So yes, we really respect and admire your work. And I really like the way you have done that. And the script which you modified was very nice. And the offer along with it, like how you gonna help those people when they're coming for your one-to-one, that's very impressive and that's very nice. Now we would like to know what made you charge high ticket, like whatever you were charging earlier. After, like, there are many people who are watching this video, what advice you would like to see and give to them, that how they can charge a high ticket also? What will be your take on this?
So, the first and the most important doubt I had was, will Indian customer pay cost that I'm charging in the US? And the first question I told, yes, it is possible, provided you give the value. So, high tech can be done if you have the right system and you can deliver the value. So, in the back end, you have to create a system to actually provide that value. And when you can deliver the system, ultimately what happens is your confidence naturally comes into doing more sales. See, if you are not confident in delivering the value for what you are charging, right, you are not going to have a good high ticket call, because the back of the mind that it's not going to work, or maybe you are telling it is hypothetically possible, practically it might not be possible. So you first have to create the right offer. You can get to that. Offer is most important. To get to that and highlight the value you are offering. The high ticket sales is possible. People pay you for the value you are giving them, and they are ready to pay you even higher amount if they feel that, okay, it is going to be valuable.
That is so true. That is actually very true out here. Would like to know that you're growing now. Your company is scaling up. You're getting more clients. So what is currently you are working on? What is something new you are working on?
Building team, hiring more managers. That's the next challenge, that, how do we get people? Because one of the challenge we have in Jaipur, it's a IT market here. So, hiring becomes challenging, but we're working on that. So now see, this is how challenges change in the business. When we had the challenge of doing sales, now I know I can get 20 clients a month. I just have to manage the campaigns very well. Rest, everything can happen. But to work on those 20 clients, I need more people, good managers. So that is where we are pushing. We are also now hiring an additional recruiter, improve our hiring. So that's a good problem to have, to be honest, because when you have more work, it's a good problem.
That's nice. It's really nice to hear that. Now, we would like to know, in ICE committee, we don't only talk about the result you are getting. We'd like to know what are the results your clients are getting. Would you like to share some case study, or what is like they are getting right now? How are your clients' result are coming?
Right. So, usually is that we give high ticket appointments in 6 weeks, within 6 weeks. And now we completed 4 weeks for our first, doctor, and they already started getting the appointment. So yesterday evening on that call, just feedback about how we are progressing, and you have completed, your first month of work. So, and he was very happy. He said, I first thought it's magic what you are telling, but I could see that we are on track of achieving that, because I've already started getting calls. So with us, it's not about, just leads. We talk about actual patients, and they've started getting it. So possibly within 4 weeks, if that you are getting results with marketing, then that's the best thing.
That's really nice. And there are a lot many people on internet claiming that they can help you get the clients. How did internet coaching empire ICE stand out for you?
So the best thing about ICE is, see, it's methods that you have, they are all tested and then they are being defined. So it's not like a guessing game, that you try this out, you try that out. Remember, when I started high ticket calls, I just moved away from the script you guys gave me. I improvised on that, and after that, when Asha told me, no, you need to just on, the script that we have given. From that, you can see it's kind of, you just have to follow what, somebody. I had a already existing business. It's like a gold, because they have no clue about, how to do all these things, how to do calls. Everything is the first time, and if you can give them one system right at that point, possibly, within 2 months they should have their clients coming. And for any new business, it's a good news, because initially you are new, just to get the customers. That's why nobody believes you, nobody trusts. So if you can get that, and this system what you have, that is proven to get it. So it's all I can say is it's plug and play system that will give you result. You just have to.
Actually, it is you said and you used the right words, that it's a plug-in kind of system. You have the templates, you have everything. You just have to take action and do the need. And there will be corrective measures which your coaches will be helping you achieve it. And we have a good support out here which will really help. So now there are people who are watching it, like just like you, and they want results just like you. What is your advice to them? What you would like to tell them?
Join i6.
Thank you. That's really nice. Yeah, actually, I say, taking action,
When you
join.
look at, if you are asking me, like, if I'm a newbie, I just starting up my business and I have to invest an amount in learning, we actually reframed from that. They actually think, okay, why should I invest into this when I can maybe run certain ads, invest my money into getting some customers? Point is, learn how to do it correctly. It's not an investment, it's basically a basic need of this. You have to first learn, and that learn is there. So first learn the system of, how the funnel works. You should be closing the deals. Obviously, at a later stage, learn the operations. But as first step, you have to manage front end. So that ASICS can obviously, it's proven, it's they can easily, join and start getting the deals in 1 or 2 months.
Actually, that is true. Join i6. I agree with you because it's something an eye opener. The course is being done. It's a lot of support we are giving, and everything is done. So that's so true. Thank you so much, Kshitij. And what is the advice you would like to give to your fellow batch people, the people who are already a part of community, who are part of i6? What is your advice to them?
I think keep your head and trust the system that is there. You might face certain hurdles. Like, I had difficulty in creating VSL ads initially because there are a lot of factors: the light factor, the reach factor, having the equipments, having green screen, everything comes into the picture. So when I recorded my first video, and I always had this difficulty. I tried doing it in the past also. So it is kind of trying to do something which is out of your comfort zone. But if you can do that and trust the system, keep working hard, keep improvising, keep improving, and you'll get there.
Thank you so much, Kshitij, for your words of wisdom. These are really valuable. We would love to see you growing, creating more records, helping more people with their business, and to help and make yourself millions of crores and grow your own empire. Thank you so much for your time. It's our pleasure to have you here. Thank you.
अगर ये इस टाइप की वीडियो पसंद है तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब मत करो. Click on my channel, see all the videos. If you feel like there are videos which can actually help you, then so click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for the notifications.